Welcome back to another episode of Heart and Hustle. Today is a solo segment. So today is going to be a little bit different. And, I have to tell people the story of what's going on. And we were supposed to be in Clinton County and do this episode with a lot of mom who's actually, they have their kids right now that's in jail. And it's so much going on that, we don't know about it. Now, a lot of time people, they only care about certain situation when they actually in the situation and if they have a kids or family member that's in the situation. But those parents, they actually hurting from every day, and they keep fighting, they keep knocking. It seems like a lot of people don't pay attention. And now what we do, we want to give them a voice. We want to give them a way where they can speak the truth, what's going on about their kids, why they're in there, and what's been done wrong to their kids. So now I'm gonna keep it a buck. We reached out to a lot of people. So we got rejected because a lot of people were scared to let those parents come speak their mind. But we found a way, we're gonna make it work. So today we have one of them that's actually show up. We're gonna have a good conversation. So I just wanna tell you welcome. Thank you for coming. And we're gonna have a great time. We're gonna have a good conversation. You can say your name and start give us information about you.
My name is Latrice. I'm a single mother of two boys,
Okay.
baby girl, grandkids. Um, if I don't do nothing else, I gotta fight for the little family that I do have left. And to piggyback off what you said when you first met me, like a lot of mothers are scared to let their voice be heard or to get their voice out there. I'm not. I'm not one of those mothers that's just gonna lay down and let you just railroad my son, walk over him, treat him inhumane as Fulton County have did, and Clay County is already inhumane living
If you can lean
conditions.
back just a little bit.
Living conditions. So, just knowing what's ahead and what he's facing with Clay County, I want to let them know what they're gonna have to deal with me as his mother.
Got it. All right. So now you got your son and is in jail right now. And what county?
He in Fulton County right now.
He's in Fulton County. So can you tell us, what's the reason he's in there?
First of all, he's in there because he have real challenging health issues. He have
Got
real
it.
bad epilepsy seizures that are deadly, and he's mentally challenged. And
Got
he
it.
was also diagnosed with post-state
Okay.
seizures. And at the time that landed him in jail, him being incompetent. He was found incompetent by Fulton County. And I've been trying to get his lawyer to serve Clay County with the incompetency letter, as I tried to do myself, but I kept getting dead ends. So I want Clay County to honor the incompetency just as well as Fulton County has. Some of his charges for Fulton County have already begun to be dropped with him not even stepping foot into a courtroom.
Okay.
By him being found incompetent, that made him have a mental health judge, mental health lawyer, and like I did stories with Capital B News with Fulton County. Chief of medical was flew in just for him because every day I'm calling doing welfare checks, threatening the jail like I'm going on Fulton County. They got him in the hole in handcuffs, having seizures, not having the right medication, a diabetic in a postal state, and just mental state, and just living good health conditions. And I just wasn't gonna lay down and let them do that to my child.
Got it. Now let's go back. So when you found out that your son, can you take us back to, the day that he went to jail? Like where were you? Or you was there? What happened?
June 5th, he had not long left my house. So my child on my ring camera coming to my house, but I wasn't home.
You was at home. Okay.
No.
So
He was
when you get the call say your son is going to jail, so what was your reaction?
When I get the call, my son called me and let me know he was locked up. So when that being said, I called White Street, Fulton County, intake, medical, let them know his mental health condition, his health conditions. They told me I can't call them and tell them what's going on with my child. The doctor got to be the one to diagnose him. me knowing how the system is and how it run, how can a doctor diagnose my child in 2 minutes better than me, the mother of the
Yeah,
child?
that's that have your child for the whole for
So
his whole
everybody
life.
was just doing what they want to do. Everybody wasn't listening, and everybody suffered the consequences, and they just found out the hard way.
Got it. So now, how long that he been in there?
Since June 5th of 25.
Okay, so now, what is those things that's going on right now that's happening that's bothering you?
The first thing that was happening that's bothering me, them not listening to me calling to advocate for him, to protect him
So
and the
they don't want you to
inmates.
call.
They told me I couldn't do no welfare check every day. And I told them that's a lie. And I got videos and recordings I can play for you at your here with Miss D telling me I couldn't, Captain Lieutenant Holiday telling me I couldn't. Sergeant Townsend, when I go down to the sheriff department on the ninth floor to start my investigation, she called to the jail, told them who I was, who my son was, that I was doing an investigation, giving them a heads up. And right then and there, I felt breach of confidentiality was just out the window. I didn't trust nobody. I didn't feel safe. So I just started making more noise, more noise, more noise, and calling every hour on the hour to do a welfare check. And at that time, he was in the hole, supposed to be for 9 months or longer, handcuffed, having seizures, not being taken to medical,
Wow.
not getting the right medication that he need. None of that. Did a news story with capital B News, got my word out there, published it. By me calling, by me doing the investigation, by me partnership with people that I thought had my back, but ain't nobody had my back. Like Fulton County had my back. I just knew then that I'm like in this fight alone, but not just me, God, because I pray first, and then I ask God what I need from Him, and I sit back and I just wait for Him to speak back to me, and whatever He speak to me, that's how I move. And just like a lion and a tiger, a bear is vicious about their cubs. I'm the same way about mine, whether they grown men, babies, children or not.
Got it. So now, for the time that he's been in it, so what exactly did he tell you was that's going on? Like, when it, I know it's.
Everything that I just addressed to you now, the guards picking on him. When I call him do a welfare check, oh, you ain't gonna do nothing but just call your mama. Yep, he gonna call his mama because he know his mama gonna get it done. He know his mama gonna write y'all name down, date and time in the book, what you did and what you didn't do. So, of course, he gonna call and tell me everything, and then I let him know. If he call me, I'm calling y'all, and that's just that.
Got it. Did he get to see a judge yet?
No, what he did at first, but he was found incompetent, so it was transferred to a mental health judge and a mental health lawyer.
Okay.
So he have not seen the mental health judge or the mental health
How long
lawyer
that?
as
How
of
long
yet.
that is?
I'm not sure. He still don't have a court date yet because I knew he was. I knew he was competent before the lawyer did. I let the lawyer know that he was found competent, but just because he found competent now, that don't justify when he was incompetent at the
Okay.
time. If that makes sense, he's
Okay.
competent because he's supervised. He's on his medication. He's locked up. So if it wasn't for me having Chief Courtney Luster fly in from Detroit, he wouldn't be competent because he wouldn't be on medication. He'd still be having seizures. Just like as of recently, I had to email him because his medicine is costly, $2,000 or more for a 30-day supply. He had to take it morning and night. He went without it for Thanksgiving. He went without it for Christmas. Reaching out, emailing like this unacceptable, whether it's the holidays or not. You know he need his medication. Make sure it's at the jail. The nurse, oh well, we're gonna just get it to you one time a day. No, you're not. I'm emailing again like it's mandatory that he take this twice a day, morning and night. Who is she to say she gonna take him off anything? So she couldn't take him out the seizure medicine, so she took him out the sugar medicine. She took him out the medicine for his diabetes. He told me they weren't really checking sugar like that. It was fine at first, but then it shot up to almost 400. He threatened a stroke, a seizure, and a diabetic coma. So I emailed the chief again. He had him move to MOU, medical, like ICU. They would watch him. They were getting blood every day, urine, detoxing, whatever they need to do, and got him back on his diabetic medication, and still he take his seizure medicine as he should. But now I'm pushing for he needs to see a neurologist. I don't trust the Fulton County Sheriff Department. I don't trust their medical team because at the same time when he was in the hole, when he was incompetent, he caught free world charges. Now he have extreme health conditions, mental health. Okay, not saying what he did to y'all is justifiable, but if y'all would listen to me, it wouldn't happen.
Correct, correct.
Two, he mental health. What's your reason? Your pride, your ego, or just abuse of your privileges and your job? So with all that being said, I'm just gearing up because I need chief of medical of Clayton County. I need the board of commissioner of Clayton County. I need all five judges in the superior courtroom to know me. Whoever represent him and whatever prosecutor and DA that is in line now, they need to know who I am for my son get there, which they already probably do anyway.
Got it. So now, on your situations and what exactly need to be happen, meaning wise, who can you talk to? Who can, you can reach out to so they can make some type of decision. At least you can know for how long it's gonna be in there.
Yes.
And so like
And
who
that's my
can
thing too. My thing is who. That's why I'm asking for chief of medical, board of commissions, DA, prosecutors, judges, anybody that can help me get them this incompetent order. So just like Fulton County honoring his incompetency, I need Clayton County to do the same. Because whatever they accusing him of saying that he did, if that's the case, he's incompetent for that as well. And he was having seizures. He was incompetent on my video camera. I had recordings of that showing him being incompetent, calling me saying he was shot in the face, to him calling 911 himself saying he was shot in the head. I have videos when he first went to court, video court. Nothing wrong with his face, no bruises, no nothing. Go to court, physically see his face. He called home thanks to, put a name out there, but thanks to a lovely officer, he called me personally and let me talk to my son. When I talked to him and he told me that the guards did it, I started calling the jail, watch command, medical. They playing phone tag. He let me know they got him in the hole with handcuffs on. He having seizures. They not taking him to medical.
wow.
The lawyer, the social worker, everybody knew he was in handcuffs. And I'm so glad that everybody saying, oh, we're not affiliated with Clayton County. Guess what? I'm so glad y'all not affiliated with Clayton County because guess what I get to do? I get to um have the lawyer of Clayton County to physically subpoena you to court to testify on my son's behalf, the conditions that he was in when he came to the jail, how y'all had him in the hole in handcuffs, how he was having seizures, not getting the medical attention, and most of all, the injury to his face, his head, his mouth, his left ear, his left arm, his back, all that due to the guards slamming him on the concrete because of them not listening to me trying to advocate for my son as a mother before anybody got hurt, them or my son.
Okay, so do they ever tell you those things that's happened to him? They ever tell you why? What was the reason? What was the
No,
purpose?
that's when I went and did the investigation, and like I said, breach of confidentiality was breached from Sergeant Townsend to Captain Holiday and whoever else was in Watch Command Tower and who was ever at the jail that day. They knew I came to do an investigation. She called and gave them a heads up who I was, what I was, my investigation was about, and all that. And I don't feel that should have been done. I feel a proper investigation should have been taking place without nobody being informed.
Got it. So now, I sit down with Miss Bank. We did a lot of talk when it comes to Fulton County, especially for with what's going on in the jail, and it's ridiculous and it's unhuman what's happening, and I can understand how much frustration that bring you, and you know that your son is in there, and have to deal with all that stuff. Now, when you look at the system, what do you think about the system?
It's failing. It's nothing rehabilitating about the system. From the the county jails to the prisons, even to the federal penitentiary, like everything is just corrupt. Everybody is bought out. The living conditions are inhumane. The food is poor diet. He's a diabetic. He should be eating a good meal, calories that 3 times, 4 times a day. That's gonna make him healthy instead of unhealthy. So it start with the medical care. It start with the food. It start to them not listening to the parent or not even the inmates. And if you treat somebody like an animal, they gonna act like an animal.
Sure. That's true. That's facts. So now there's a question I want to ask you because when this being published, a lot of people gonna have a lot to say. So now, a lot of people gonna see this thing because they were saying that when I just did the podcast with Miss Bank, it's like a lot of people got the whole thing confusion with say you do the crime, you do the time, or you should not even do a crime in the first place. Now what message would you send to somebody who say something like that?
It ain't about doing the crime, doing the time. It's about, the medical history of that person or the mental state of that person because everybody not doing crime just to be doing crime knowingly that they doing crime. Some people doing crime in their mental health state
Facts.
unwillingly knowing that it is a crime. And I want to piggyback on that to say how many times that I called Grady to have my son committed to be evaluated that they failed him and let him go. Let him walk out answering a simple question, what's your birthday, what year it is, who the president, and all that. That's simple.
Yeah.
But to go deeper into the mental capacity of a person that has deadly seizures severely, every time you have a seizure, you lose brain cells. You lose oxygen to the brain. It affects your memory. It affects your awareness. You unconscious. You wake up in a terrified state of mind, unaware of your surroundings, who around you, or anything like that. He don't have third severe burns from having seizure, and he don't even remember that. So it's certain stuff he remember and certain stuff he don't remember.
Don't.
And just like I told them at the jail when I did finally get to talk to him in the help when he was found incompetent, like I told him, I feel like he been incompetent his whole life as a child to now to an adult. When I first found out he started having seizures at 18. But he always had his own room and his own bed. So how would I know that if nobody's in the room with him to
Yeah.
tell me? So
So I'm gonna add on top of the question I just asked you, and me and her was already, me and Miss Bank already chop it up on that, but I'm gonna add because the reason I'm gonna add on is because, and I see a lot of people in the comment, they going crazy, talk about and you should not even do a crime in the first, but people got the whole misunderstanding with what we're doing. It's not about the person do the crime and he's not doing the time. It's the way they've been treated. That's the problem
that's
we
the
don't like.
problem.
You get what I'm
And
saying?
that's the
So
thing.
nobody say it's okay to do a crime. You not in front of this trying to say, oh, my son need to be free, need to be this. And she's not over here trying to say, yeah, he do the crime, we don't care. That's not the case. The case that we're trying to make understand is the person go in there, he made a mistake. So he need to be treated fairly, respectfully, and he do the time peacefully, and he can walk away, come back to
And
their parents
safely.
safely. You get what I'm saying?
And safely.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
not only that, eat right without tax money. More uniform, clean whites. They only limited to one towel and one rag.
Wow.
The shoes and the uniform, everything get rotated around. They want to wash your whites, everybody whites in the same dryer, in the same washer. Then when it go out, it come back still wet. It ain't dry when you get it back. So I rather wash my stuff on my hands in the shower. It's more cleaner than sending it out with the whole jail that you don't even know.
Everybody, and
And
everybody got
it ain't like they family.
facts.
So it's just the conditions of it. Like, and not only that, Fulton County bad, but Clay County even worse. They got species on the walls, no toilets are working, no waters in the room, no hot water to eat or to shower
That's
or to
ridiculous.
drink. They tearing the plumbing out the walls. It's just unsafe. The prisoners are Gambling, they got drugs, they got shank, biggest machetes, handmade, that they don't pull the pipes out the wall. It's
Mm-mm.
just not right. And I just feel like if we pay taxes, we should have a say so in how our tax dollars are being spent.
Yeah, I agree with that. Now, I know you mentioned, you say they dropped some charge of your son. Can you tell us about, what happened, how that happened?
I guess, the quiet me up. I don't know. But right is right, wrong is wrong. So he was incompetent at the time. So by him being incompetent, even if he is competent now, at the time he did any of this that he did, he was incompetent. That is the main word that I'm gonna keep using because he was in his white mind frame. He not aware. He don't remember nothing. So when a person don't remember something or not aware of what they did, how can they be held accountable for it? And I'm not making excuses. I'm just justifying that mental health is real.
Yeah, it
And a
is,
lot of our
100%.
kids get killed behind having mental health conditions
Yep,
that the police or the jails or the shells or nobody ain't trained in mental health.
that's a
They
fact.
rather shoot first and then strategize later. No, strategize first. Have a system in place for the people. It's somewhere for everybody. Mental health, rehabilitation, reform, second chance, anything. Like a lot of people sitting at Fulton County Jail right now with a $500 bond or less that don't been over there a year or two. How long they got to sit over here in the county jail before y'all say time served and let them out?
And I believe it costs them more to keep them in.
Yeah, but they get paid to keep them in there too.
That's
They
true.
don't tell you how much they get paid to hold an inmate every day.
So now, so I feel like you look like you're stuck with this whole thing because he don't have a, I mean, he don't have a time frame to know exactly how long he's gonna be in there, and you keep knocking, trying to see what's gonna happen, and nobody is responding. Now, if anybody watching this clip, I mean this whole podcast, what do you want them to know about Fulton County?
Everybody is corrupt. Everybody paid off. Everybody bought out. That's what I want them to know, and that I'm not gonna let the system railroad my son for something he wasn't aware of or that he has a mental health issue. It need to be addressed. Mental health need to be put at the forefront of these jails. That way it'll cut down a lot of funds, a lot of tax money, and a lot of trouble and a lot of heartache and pain if y'all get them the help that they need ahead of time and stop failing them.
Now, I'm gonna answer these questions. I need to know that, do they put them on the right position in that? Meaning wise, they got, people who's do XYZ, they put them right there. People who got mental health, they put them right here. Do they separate him, or they put him
No, they
whatever?
put him in well. And not only that, some of the guards have put him in dangerous dorms just to have him attacked, just to have him jumped and beat by gangs and start taking in different little things. They did that just out of spite because of me, because of him,
Mm,
and I know that. It's some good people over there at Forest County. Don't get me wrong. It's a few. And
yeah.
I can say that because I know the fruit that it is that has put their neck out there and went over and beyond to make sure that I'm satisfied as a mother because they know I ain't gonna just stop there. I'm gonna call till it get done. Go till I need to go to. So now that I feel like I can't choice for the county, now I gotta come to the board of commissions meeting twice out of a month. Ford's County, Plain County, whatever county I need to be at, I gotta come support your podcast hard and hustle because you willing to hear my voice. You willing to get
Definitely.
my word and my story out there. So anybody that support me, help me support my son, help me get his story and my story told, I'm all for it.
Definitely. And you just say something that's so important. It's crazy because you're doing the right thing, because this is your son. This is your blood. And guess what? Could be my son, could be Miss Pink's son, could be anybody who's watching this son. And a lot of people might not understand it, and because they choose not to, but the reality is it could be any of us. So the problem is we want to make sure what's going on inside those places. We want to make sure that everything is being
Right.
fair. Now, the point that I want to make is facts, because if you're making all those noise, and then one way they can punish you is by putting your son somewhere, where he can get stabbed, he can get beaten up and stuff like that, so he can catch more charge, and then so they can keep him in there for a little bit longer. Now, for that time you've been going out there, talk in front of the commissioner board and all that stuff, how's that going for you?
So far, so good. Cause I got all 7 votes of the commission board
Do
with
you
my.
do you feel like they listening? Do they feel like they trying to help? Or how's that going?
I do, because I know nobody never sent them a presentation in 2 minutes the way that I did. To advocate on behalf of my son and for other sons that come behind my son, that mother that can't speak, can't get up, can't stand up for their child or to fight for him. So I had to reason with him and tell him, okay, I think this is Tim trying to call in.
Oh, that's your son calling?
Yeah, hold on, let me see. No, that's not him. That's the wrong call.
Okay. So so now, yeah, let's keep it going. I mean, if you call, I mean, we can put a ban, whatever, but
Okay.
yeah. So now, you've been going to the commissioner board, then speak, and did anybody ever reach out to you?
No, nobody didn't reach out to me.
Okay.
What I did notice that we did get all 7 votes. I
Can you
did
tell us what was the seven vote for?
for the what I advocate for. Like mental health patients need to go to a mental health facility, not
Got it.
Fulton County Jail. The jail conditions, the living conditions, the food, the medical
Got it.
condition. If that's not where they need to be, then they don't need to just be sitting there. Send them where they need to go. If it's mental health, send them to mental health.
Facts.
If it's a diversion center, send them to a diversion center. If it's second chance, send them there. If it's rehabilitation, rehabilitate them, because just because they did something or did a crime, that does not mean they don't have nobody that love them. They are somebody's son, father, uncle, brother,
Fine. Yeah, that's true.
significant lover. They still human. They shouldn't be in humane condition. They shouldn't be in a hole in handcuff having seizures and not taking the medical. And if they gonna charge my son with anything that happened to him when he was incompetent or not in his right mental health state, then they gonna be charged for what they did to them. Cause guess what? They ain't been found incompetent. They ain't had no mental health or no health condition that even affect their brain to the type of level that my son do. And everybody that I'm saying that's not affiliated with Clay County, thank God that y'all not, cause I can have Clay County subpoena y'all so y'all can speak on y'all findings on what y'all know was true. Everything that I'm saying to back me up.
So I'm gonna ask you that questions. That's gonna be triggered. So now, do you think with the mental health problem your son have, do you think if he was a white kid, would it be treated differently?
Yes, I'm gonna say that. Not ashamed. And you can say how whatever you want to say. Race play a lot in a lot of things. Money play a lot in a lot of things too. And a lot of up under the table money is what I'm speaking about. People can be bought out. Like you think this person helping you, but they really backdooring you to get to know who you is, your name, your face, your child. So whatever you put forth, they could try to block it. But as my mama would always say, Lord rest her soul, she did not have an educated fool. And y'all can call me crazy and dumb too, but I just learned Einstein, he was crazy. He had mental health issues, but he was also smart. He's very intelligent. So just because you got mental health issues don't mean you not smart or don't have the
Facts.
knowledge you need to speak up for yourself or justify what's right or speak for the right cause.
Now, is that his first time he been in jail? Or he been in jail before?
No, he been in jail before.
And is it still in Fulton County or a different county?
Fulton County.
Fulton County. Okay.
When he go to Plain County, that'll be the first time he have been in another jail in any other county.
Got it. So now, and if anybody watching this, how they can support? What are you trying to do? Like,
They can support the movement. They can be a voice. They can speak up for my son and others, their kids, or just from being a mother that don't want to see their son a statistic and knowing they have deadly health issues, mental health issues. Like it's a history in his family. He got an aunt and four cousins that's died from seizures. I don't want that to be my son, especially not
damn, sorry to hear
in the
that.
county jail.
Yeah. So now, how was your process with what you're doing? How did it impact you? How did it affect you daily? And with this, you fighting and you feel like you're not getting nowhere, and seeing your son calling you daily and trying to tell you what's going on inside, how he been treated and stuff like that. How you process that daily?
I ain't gonna lie, as a mother, it affect me mentally and physically. You know what I'm saying? It stressed me out. Anxiety, worryation all day, mind racing, constantly thinking, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? How can I save my child? Like Mother's Day won't be the last time that I hold both my children on the side of me. It won't be. And it's just important to have him to have that outlet to be able to call me, let me know what's going on. It's important that I know they know who I am when I call. My number is in the watch command tower as do not answer.
What?
Yeah. I got him in the background. Oh, that's just Miss William Dwayne. You know, she's just calling him, keep whatever. However, put you in my book, pass you on to the pro people who you need to be sent to. Um, like I told them, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I called. I got the right person on the phone. Uh, from mother to mama, woman to woman, knowing how I am. She always do what she say she gonna do. But like I told her, I don't call Monday. I don't call Wednesday. Now I'm on here Friday night and I'm on the phone with you. Now I know I'm on the phone with you. It's gonna get done. But why Monday didn't do it? Why Wednesday didn't
And
do
oh
it?
yeah.
Classification. Why I gotta wait till you come back? They know you on vacation. So until you come back, they know they ain't finna do nothing. They don't want to do nothing for him anyway, just because of me and who he is, and just that alone says a lot about people character. But like I told him, y'all know if he called me and tell me, okay, he ain't got his wristband, so he can't get his stove, then you know I'm gonna be calling you back tomorrow, the next day, both shifts. Each 12-hour shift that y'all running, I'm calling both shifts multiple times a day. I don't care who nerve I get on. They don't want to answer phone, I get another phone call. I call private. Get somebody else to call, they answer then, but they know I'm so good to hit record or have somebody that they'll hang up on me. I call
Wow.
right back.
But I don't think you do it. I mean, you're just trying to find solution for your son. That's all you're doing, and I don't think that's an unfair game. If something is not moving right, you have the right to making sure, because the thing is, you know your son more than anybody do,
Exactly.
and the thing is, your son cannot be treated like a regular other person. You get what I'm saying? Because you know what can happen, so you gotta making sure that you stay on top of it. You know what I'm saying? So. I don't. I mean, me personally, not because you sit in front of me, I understand it, but I think that's kind of like really understanding. If I told you my kids got XYZ, so that should make you feel like, okay, cool, this is supposed to be prioritized. You know what I'm saying? Let's make sure whatever she need, we
To
get that
get it,
situation. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? So
Who
you know what I'm
who
saying?
who listening? And I just got so fed up with them like switching him from lawyer to lawyer. Like one lawyer, she
Yeah, I
just
was
was
I was
so
about to ask you, like, do you even then
she
get a
was
lawyer
just
for
so
him?
determined, like, oh, he gonna sign that bond, woo, woo, cause if he would have signed the bond, that would have meant he wouldn't have been found competent. He would have had to take a plea or go to trial. That ain't what I've been fighting for. That ain't what you see me. What I'm telling you, and this guy I'm looking at you, this is exactly how I looked at her. You go back there and you tell my son everything that I said word for word. Not what you want to say, not what you want him to do. I don't care that you again him $100,000 bond. He not finna sign it. Cause if he signed that, then that means you not his lawyer no more. He gets shipped to a higher court, higher judge. He wouldn't have never been found competent. He wouldn't have a mental health judge or a lawyer. So no, that's not what we're doing. And she came back out. She looked at the prosecutor, came to me. Oh, Whatever my mom said, do that what I'm doing. Cause he know I'm not gonna never tell now one of my kids to ever do anything wrong. That I'm not going for as a mother. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna always do what's best for you in the end of the
Mm-hmm.
day. With that being said, I'm trying CC emailing everybody. I don't care throwing names around and face cards and anything I gotta do to get my voice heard. And I'm gonna keep doing that. And they listening finally. I'm getting somebody attention in the room.
Mm.
Because he stepped foot in the courtroom and he already getting charges dismissed. And that's the same thing that I want to apply to him with Clay County. The same mediation medical package that I presented to Fulton County, that's the same one I want presented to Clay County. So they
Got
can
it.
honor it before he get there. So when he get there, like Nick Peak said, he can walk in the door and walk right out.
Got it. So now, for any parents, and that's watching this, what message would you send out there to them?
Don't be scared. You gotta stand in the paint for your kids. What you believe in, what you know is right. Just speak up and be a voice. Like you can't expect nobody else. Like I was just telling me Pink Day, like a lot of stuff I don't want to hear, or I can't make it, or excuse,
Mm-hmm.
or this that. You listen. Anytime she say, "What you gotta do?" What I say? Nothing. Where you need me? What time you need me there? Cause
Mm-hmm.
anything else can wait. My son can't wait. So anything that's gonna help me help him, I'm for it. I'm there any place, anytime. I don't care wherever. I drove way from Qualitown. Everybody was like, "You going to Deckerville that far? It ain't too far for me to drive. Gas or not, I'm going."
That's the dedication to making sure that and that show that everything about you too, because the truth is like, yo, your kids is in there, and people need to know what's going on. Now, for anybody who's out there, and a lot of people love to judge situations or whatever and stuff like that. And did you ever did that affect you if somebody say whatever they want to say about your son's situation or whatever? How do you
No,
take
let me
that?
tell you something. Words don't hurt me. Just like I was just telling you, I'm not scared. I'm very fearless. Sometimes I'm scared of myself.
Mm.
I'm an Aries. I'm around. I'm bluntly. I'm gonna take charge. I'm not gonna let you play with me or my kids or my nobody that I love. You're not gonna
Mm-hmm.
play with them. A lot of people don't tell me a lot of stuff because they know I go over and beyond. I do not play fair. Gloves are off. Um, and there's just one thing I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna lay down and just let nothing happen to my kids. Not long as I'm still breathing air in me. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Now, if he was not mental health, not mentally challenged, not having these health issues, then what argument would I have? But I have a valid argument.
Mm-hmm.
And if y'all gonna have him locked up, y'all gonna give him the medication that he need. And I don't care how much it costs. Y'all gonna treat him fairly. He's not gonna be treated inhumane.
Mm-hmm.
Cause every time he tell me something ain't going right, I'm going to reach out and I'm gonna let you know, and I'm gonna reach out until you change that. And I'm gonna keep reaching out, and I'm gonna keep going over beyond expectation. I don't follow no chain in command. I go all out of order. So I ain't starting from the bottom, work my way up to the top. I start from the top down to the bottom. Let them know fall where they lay.
Mm. So now, for the time that your son been in it, this anything that you heard is anything that happening that shock you, that's bothering you. You pray God that you hope your son never gets that situation.
Yeah, I don't want him to get. We gonna let you in. We finna let you in. I hear you. What I don't want what I don't want to happen is like people in there they need certain medication. Like people in pain, people have mental health issues, people have health issues that's really not being addressed. And then like I want to go back to the food. If you a diabetic, you supposed to eat a certain type of way, at a
Mm-hmm.
certain type of day and a certain type of food. Ain't then y'all giving nobody in the jail fit for a diabetic. What is a diet tray versus a regular tray? Now a Ramadan tray, but in order to get the Ramadan tray, you can't eat all day. You can't do that as a diabetic.
Damn. Damn, that's super annoying.
Then
And
when I called over there, asked a question about the injury to his face and his head. Oh, how you know that? How you see that? Whoop, whoop. Then they think they transferred me somewhere else, but they transferred me, looping them back into the call, trying to cover for each other butts.
damn,
So I got all that. And the lawyer know it. She the one came back downstairs and said, man, when he found out a handcuff. Good you said that in the email. You a witness to my son being in handcuffs for 3 months in the hole.
damn, 3 months.
The social worker, oh, she having an affair with my son. Take her off his case. She can't see him no more. Why you seeing him so much? I meant to bring the letter. Next time, I will bring the letter that he gave her that was given to me. Of how his life was put in danger by the guards. And there's a lot of guards that's in my book that's going on down the list to who they need to go to so they can be dealt with. Everybody gonna be dealt with accordingly. Y'all do stuff and y'all want to look at the inmates as if they bad and y'all just do just the worst as the inmates, but it's just white collar crime. That's the only difference.
Wow, I think that's a lot. That's a lot's going on with this whole situations, and and it's really sad that part that you have to do all those knocking and just trying to get an answer, and these people who's in positions is us who put them in the positions, and we don't have any personal problem with them, and all we want is just play a fair game and follow the rules and the job that you was hired to do and just do your jobs,
And they not doing that.
and that's all we actually want. And when you look at, like, if you come and explain some sort of situations, you say, hey, this is what's going on with my son. My son is been put in this position and in that way, where those things should be separate. You know what I'm saying? People like, God, those type of situations should be different and stuff like that,
Exactly.
because you can cause the person life in a second, in a minute. And I don't think that would be the first situation. I'm sure you already happened so many times. So how much can we learn, to say, okay, cool, let's see how can we fix this thing to not happen. And I can understand where your frustration come from, make you scared and worry, like you don't want to be
Yeah, I'm
waking up.
scared. I'm worried. I don't trust Fulton County. Like my son say, one morning he thought they would take him somewhere to kill him, but I am grateful for the three people that I can count on my hand that been in my corner. I'm gonna say four. Um, but with that being said, I don't wanna say who my resources is, but at the end of the day, will I flew in just for your son. So Fulton County can't transport him when he go to court. He get transferred by himself, one man army with a 16 army that move him. Green team move him. I don't trust Fulton County to move him. When he go to court, he the first one heard in court. He don't have to wait in the hole downstairs with the rest of the inmates to everybody go to court for him to be taken back to White Street. They take him right back. So that's due to certain people that were put in place to help me with him. So with that being said, I'm grateful for that part of it. But at the same time, fast fell. And if y'all would have listened to me, that would have never happened. So sometimes y'all have to listen to us mothers when we advocate for our kids, because don't nobody know them better than we do.
Facts.
And his girlfriend tell me that all the time. Like, she might ask me something and I might tell her what it is. And then she come back, Mom, you was right. You know your son so well. Listen, I know all my kids. I'm not gonna never lie to you. I'm not gonna sugarcoat them, and I'm not gonna tell you nothing that's not valid or solid. If I can't vouch it, stand for it, I ain't gonna say it, and I ain't gonna sugarcoat them with you. I'm telling you when you wrong. I'm telling you when he wrong. I'm tell everybody when they wrong.
So now, we're about to wrap up. If you had a message you wanna send out there, and I'm gonna put this one more for the people that's in positions, what would it be the message?
Um, the message is that, like, a lot of people say, they care. A lot of people want other people to rally for their loved ones or their kids more than they rallying for their own kids. But who is the biggest leader or the person to rather for your child than you are. If you're not in accountability to stand in the room that you need to stand in, or get your voice heard in the rooms in the airway that it need to be heard in, or get your face known, or who you just speaking for. Like my face card ain't valid for everybody. So I can't be louder for your child if you not loud for your child. So sometimes you gotta be willing to put your face cut out there. If you ain't willing to chop your own neck off and sacrifice yourself for your lamb that you created, why do you expect somebody else to do it? So it starts with you as a mother or a father, a aunt, significant other, whoever. Just support the cause if you want to stand for something or you gonna fall for anything. And I want him to call in, which I know he should be finna do, so I can just let y'all hear what he says out of his own mouth from standing in the Fulton County Jail. And I want Plain County to know that I need them to honor everything that Fulton County has honored as well. Whatever they trying to say he did, he was incompetent at that time. He had mental health issues and seizures. He don't remember. If he having seizures and not here right now, how can he help somebody else that he don't have no knowledge of? And that's all I'm saying on that. But with that being said, I really appreciate you, your wife, your living home. Thank y'all for having me. I think the resource that put me in place with this young lady, Miss Pink, and like I was telling her, I had been sent her Instagram information by somebody else that I know. But somebody else that I know that's incarcerated at White Street, they gave me her number on the Friday. I went to church on the Sunday and I prayed, not knowing it was the same Facebook information that I was sent, that who I was calling. So when I told the other people, I'm like, well, I've been with Miss Pink to the board community. Oh, that's who I sent you on Facebook. Well, listen, I seen it, but I didn't see it. And then I worked so better with Nelma. That's what I just had to email the lawyers when she was like, oh, I ain't his lawyer no more. This his lawyer. This her email, and you can refer anything to her. No, I don't operate like that. You ain't even been to the jail to see my son yet. So why you trying to throw him out to another lawyer? What going on? You been bought out too? Like, I don't work like that. I need the number. I need the office. I need to know a face. They need to know me. They need to know I'm gonna be calling. I like to be returned, and I'm gonna email you and CC copy everybody that I feel like need to be attached to it. Cause everybody gonna know I'm on the same page. So I'm thankful to Fulton County, and they gonna help me conquer Clayton County. And I'm thankful for you, and I'm thankful for me Pink. I'm thankful for Hood and Hustle podcast. Anytime you'll have me come speak. Now, today, tomorrow, after he come home, I'm here to support the cause, and I'm standing in power with me Pink. She ain't alone no more. So if you want to do both of us to be in the photo shoot, I'm down for it too.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. So, but tell you, man, keep going. And that's why we do this, is to be able to let people know what's going on, what's happening. And like I say, it's nothing. It's nothing that's. You got somebody that's on the phone that want to speak.
He out here.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, put it on.
Hold
And
on.
that's your son or that's somebody.
No, this my son. Wayne, go ahead. You on the podcast, so we finna let you speak. He finna ask you some questions. Hold on.
Hey,
I
what's
don't know how much time left, so I
It
probably got to
don't
call
matter.
back.
If
I,
you can call back.
all right? Hey, so what's going on, man? How you
you
doing?
answer the phone.
I am gonna answer it. I know what I'm doing. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hey, so what's going on? How you doing?
For the most part, I'm okay. What about yourself?
I'm great, man. So I just had a great conversation with your mom, and I'm so amazing of the type of work and she's putting, trying to making sure you're safe, and I get to learn a lot about you. Can you tell us how you hold it down in there?
It be good days and bad days. Sometimes, you have to make the best out of what you can in here. And other days, it just be overbearing.
Okay. So now, what is the challenge you getting in there while you're in jail right now?
Getting getting the medicine that I need, even proper air. Like, there's no air in the dorm we in. Like, it's hot in here. Like, the food they feed us, it's not good at all. They just tried to clean out the shower the other day. Like, the shower's full of black mold.
Black
A
mold.
lot of crazy stuff. It's,
They're not. Then they say people can die from black mold.
Mold, yeah, you
Yeah.
can die from mold. That ain't good for your breathing, your health, and like you said, the air ain't working, and that's probably why he still having seizure because he hot. You can have a
Wow.
heat stroke at any given moment.
So now, when it comes to, I heard there's a lot going on when it comes to those guard and inside those Fulton County Jail. Can you tell us what's your experience right now going on with those guard?
the ones that I know, or the ones that knew me from previous floors and stuff, they might still have vendettas against you. Some don't like you. Some don't even want to work with you. I mean, come to work and do their job because there's some people that they don't like to have problems with. But for the most part, right now, the floor I'm on, they have new guards that I never had to deal with before, so it's okay for right now.
Now, do they put you in a separate place, or do they put everybody and they don't kind of like separate everybody? How's it how they put that in there?
I couldn't really hear you. You said what now?
Now I'm saying, do they separate like everybody to different type of situation, or they have everybody kind of like all together?
Everyone's all together.
Yeah, that's
Like
not
the
right.
dorm that I'm in, all the doors are broke. Like they don't even close. Like so, everyone you don't have to go in for the night. You don't lock down or anything. Like all the doors in the dorm are broke.
So now, so what do you think that caused that you still don't have a court date? You still don't even know how long you're gonna be in there. What do you think that caused that?
I'm trying to just make sure I can hear you. You said it was something about court date.
Yeah, I'm saying, what do you think that caused that you still don't have a court date? You still don't even know what is your sentence, how long you're gonna be in there for?
Me myself,
Mm-hmm.
uh, not knowing what's going on, but not knowing when you do have a court date. Sometimes it can be scary, or sometimes it can be a drag. Trying to find out the process of you going to court, or when you can maybe going home. Anything like that is
Now, I think your mom mentioned something, a situation what happened, something happened in your face. Would you mind share with me what happened?
to my face.
Yeah.
When I was upstairs on the seventh floor, I was slammed on my left side of my face by a guard, and it messed up my hearing. I think I bust my eardrum or something like that. It was pretty painful. Yes.
Um, Now, what is something you want anybody that's gonna be listening to this conversation? They need to know. I think the phone kind of got off.
Then when I hit it, he gonna
Yeah.
call back. He gonna
Yeah.
call back. That way we can get the right street call.
Yeah, it seems like it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on in there, and and the public still don't know what happened. They still don't know what's going on, and I'm trying to
And I wish
understand.
I would have brought the medical record that I had. Um, that I showed Miss Pink. It show on there that he got face and head trauma. He's still on. He talking about what happened. Hold on. Got face and head trauma, and then okay, I'm sorry. I had made a mistake and hung up. Go ahead.
Yeah, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Hello.
Yeah. So now my next question for you, I was asking you that for anybody who's gonna be listening to this conversation, what do you want them to understand to know what's going on inside Fulton County?
Basically, it's not the place you want to be, or a place that anybody wants to be. Honestly, so try not to come here. Not to get in any trouble because it's not the lifestyle anyone wants to live. That's in their right state of mind. Like it's not a place for anyone to be.
Got it.
It's
I
horrible. Guards, some of them could be corrupt, or even working with some of the inmates in here. dangerous situations worse
Mm.
than what you already in. Put you in dangerous situations by moving you somewhere where they know you shouldn't be or can be. All type of crazy stuff going on here, man. Now make sure you get the proper medicine, your health. They feed you nasty food. You know, some rooms in here don't even have working water. Like I said, it's dirty in here, nasty black mold stuff everywhere. It be flooded sometimes. Urine, feces, stuff like that. Not for anybody that want to be here. They like that, man.
Um, man, it was a great conversation with you, man, and thank you for your time. And keep your head up. And you have an amazing mom, and you probably inside alone, but you know you're not alone because she's got your back, and she's doing the best that she could to come to
Yeah, I know.
making sure things can happen. It's one of the situation where you should be going there, you do your time, and then you come out safely. But right now she's worried every day because of what's going on, what she see what's happening with all that stuff. But I'm sure she's not gonna giving up with what she's doing. She's gonna keep going to make it sure until she can find a solution. At least you can know how long you're gonna be in there, or you can see a judge so they can finalize everything, so you can come home to your family. So keep your head up and stay out of trouble as much that you can. And you're doing the right thing by keep informing your mom what's going on.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you all very much.
Of
I'm
course,
thankful for my mom and you too.
of course. All right. So now, and is one of the situation where it's like you can't really do but what you're doing right now. It's go out there and speak. And the worst thing is to see where it's like how dangerous it is with what's going on with your son, and you're not in a position where you can help. And it's like the stuff you're supposed to do is like is on somebody else's hands, and they not care enough because that's not their kids. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? And
Or
then
like you say, everybody, oh, don't do the crime, don't do the time, and it ain't easy. Jail ain't for nobody. And
I don't think that's the case. It's not about don't do the time, crime, whatever. The position is what's been done wrong. It could be me, it could be you, it could be anybody, and especially, and it's not a safe place. Meaning wise, not a safe place. It's to be in there. It's the living wise how they treat them, and that's what the problem is. Nobody have a problem with somebody do a crime. Of course, you gotta go do the time. You pay the consequences for whatever you do. But the fact that it's more dangerous inside than
in the
outside.
outside, and it's more no more stabbings, more killings in Fulton and Clayton County Jail that don't even be reported half of the days. And I'm watching story after story every day. The former Sheriff Victor Hill, he exposing Clayton County because it has went downhill since he is not the chief of the county no more. Or he not running Clayton County Jail. A lot of people talked about the way he ran the jail and the stuff that he did, but at least the guards would say, at least the inmates would say, at least the jail
The place
had
was clean.
living condition. The sewer was working, the water was working. You can't get no hot water. They bathing, they clothes in species in the toilet or in mop buckets in dirty water. Like, how is that not inhumane? And I just feel like my son ain't gonna never have no fair chance know where he go just because what come behind you with black and white. And mental health, a lot of people crazy. You know why? Because they not where they need to be. Jail will make you stir crazy, if not anything else. Being locked down to 23 and 1, that's inhumane. And then for you to go into a place and not know the rules and regulations or not be able to move to get what they want you to get in a timely manner due to bone issues or broken bones or toes or just mental health issues alone. And then they'll put you in the hole for 72 hours and you don't know why you're in the hole for 72 hours. Yeah, the wall gonna start closing in on you. Yeah, you're gonna start talking to yourself. Yeah, you're gonna affect your mental health, your health, all of that. Sometimes you can't, some stuff you can't recover from. It's
Yeah,
just some
it's
stuff you
gonna
can't.
get worse.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the living conditions make the mental health state worse. And like I said, if you get treated like animals, you act like animal. A dog, I ain't even let my dog sleep or smell or sit in their own piss and shit. Why should a human being be able to do it?
That's ridiculous.
It's on the walls. It's coming out the floor. You can't flush or use your toilet. The sink don't work for you to brush your teeth, wash your hand, wash it up under your arms. How is you even able to keep your personal hygiene or if you ain't got no running water? If you can't flush the toilet, how they expect you to sleep in there when it's on the wall and on the floor? And then they wonder why the guy who I found out about in Clayton County, they call him Doodoo Brown. Cause get what? He throwing species on everybody. He feel like if he gotta live in it, they gotta live in it too.
Wow.
That's just fair.
Yes, it is.
Not saying it's right, but it's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got a voice, you got a right to make that change. Start a petition, do something. Just like Victor Hill said, the sheriff that's out there now, he's spending $30 on $30,000 on tailor-made suits of taxpayer money, but saying ain't no money to fix the plumbing in the jail or have work running water.
Wow.
So I don't want him as my county sheriff or jail leader because you earn about more than $30,000 suit that don't nobody even know about cost $30,000 with the taxpayer money, but you can't fix up the jail with the taxpayer money. Well, our loved ones have to rotate in and out those doors, and y'all in the prisoners and the inmates run the jail, take over the jail, take keys, unlocking doors. Like they just doing all kind of crazy stuff over there. They got shank big as machetes. Like it's scary. And I don't want my son to be put in that type of environment. And even if he is put in that type of environment, I want him to be in the safest place wherever he can be segregated for the safety from gangs. Cause he's not a gang member. He's a civilian. He had health and mental health issues, and I wanted him to be treated as such and honored. And my thing is, the chief that I'm dealing with now, that I deal with in Fulton County, he don't have no ties to Clayton County. So I need to know who the chief of medical is. Clayton County, I need to know the board of commissioners, the judges, prosecutor, DA, everybody need to be hit with the same advocacy package, the same medical mediator package, the pictures when he on life support, all that. And the news story, they need to honor the incompetency just as well as Fulton County did. So everything that I presented today, everything that I presented to Fulton County, I also generated it to apply to Clayton County as well before he even get there. Make sure his medication there. Make sure y'all willing to pay the $2,000 for a 30-day supply or however, whatever y'all got to do. But ain't no cutting back on his meds. Ain't no not giving him his meds for his seizures, his diabetes, his pain, or none of that. His teeth don't fell out while he in Fulton County Jail due to having seizures while he on the phone with me physically, and people taking advantage of his vulnerability and stealing from him, and God's not doing nothing
Wow.
unless I call them and tell them that, or I'm on the phone with my people, send somebody around them. But that it took me pressing the issue for them to move him from where he was to even just get him the medical.
Wow.
And that's where he at now. And the conditions are still bad on the medical floor. They not cleaning the jail. They don't even let them have bleach, Lysol wipes, or none of that. But the guards keep them at their little desk. And now the guards don't even come in the dorm with you. They sit in a tower and watch you from the camera. So anything going on with you, you get stabbed up, you get beat on, you defend for
That's
yourself.
on you.
It's on you. And they gonna let you lay there and bleed out. I'm researching different jail every day. Man having a seizure, falling out, hit his head, bleed out, cause he ain't get medical attention for 40, 50 minutes later.
Damn.
That's not fair.
Yeah.
And I'm speaking for him and his family not even here. So that could be my son.
Yeah, it could be anybody's son.
So
Right.
I'm just grateful for today. I'm thankful for you.
Listen, we happy to have you, and we can always have more conversations. There's no our door is open for you, and we will pray for you. Hope everything is fall off where it's supposed to, and you're a strong woman already. I'm sure you know that, and you just gotta keep the ball rolling and keep fighting until that you can get a response, and at least okay, from that time to that time your son gonna be home to you, and because that give you a peace of mind, because him in there you don't even know what's going on, what's happening. It was one of the worst feeling that you don't know when your son gonna be come home is ridiculous.
And then when they had him in the hole, he had no privileges to use the phone. He had no privileges to go to the store. So they like, well, if he can't use the phone, he in the hole, he on lockdown. We got me. How did she find out what's going on with him? It just say God put people in certain places. Like before a God met me, he already knew who I was calling about. He already knew who my son was because he chaperoned the chief into the hole where he was. So I got witnesses that I can call to testify. Or when I went to go do the power of attorney, they didn't like let me go to Fulton County by myself because, oh, Miss Williams, they don't like you over there. They hate you. They gonna lie on you. They gonna lock you up. You need a witness. So, oh, call Chef Labat. No, I don't trust him. I don't trust nobody in his on the ninth floor. Just like they ran into the vote registration for 2020 ballot, they need to run in Fulton County the same way. Clay County too, for that in wherever else.
um, so now if you have one last message before we close out, what would it be?
I'm not laying down, I'm not giving up, and I'm gonna fight for what I believe is right, and I'm gonna be my son voice of reason every day.
Got it. There you go. You have it, and you just listen to a man, a mother that going through with this whole situations. And if you watch this episode, I just want you to take that with you. And not because that's not your son in a position doesn't mean like you ain't got nothing to do with it. And guess what? It could be you, it could be your son, it could be anybody. Because of what's going on right now in the system, that doesn't mean we are safe. Nobody's safe. You can go to jail just for little things like maybe a speeding ticket, jaywalking, whatever, and stuff like that. You go in that situation, guess what? You get in there, and then you end up gonna see what's going on, and you might catch another charge just fighting with somebody. Anything can happen. So let's
You
not,
don't really see what's going on. You get
yeah,
behind the wall.
let's not ignore that fact. And those things that's going on need to be explained. And those parents, they not say their kids is perfect. They not say their kids is a saint. What they say is they just want them to get treated fairly, peacefully, and safely, so their kids they can come back to them safely. So hope you enjoyed the episode, and thank you for coming. We
Thank you for
appreciate you.
having me.
Of
I
course.
appreciate you and your time.
Of course. Thank you.